Okay, this is another situation that unfolded where basically like I was interviewing somebody, we started arguing really bad, and then at one point he basically challenged me to go outside and fight him. My policy has always basically been I'm not fighting anyone who just wants to fight me on the podcast, which I realize is probably kind of foreign to you. You seem like you'd be more open to that. But I did wanted to get your evaluation in terms of me ducking this situation right here. This did go pretty viral on our channel. So you're telling me that I'm not a good rapper. Do you think that impacts my like ego? Do you think I'm worried about not being a good rapper?
Yes, you are, because you just sat here and said you wouldn't fight if it came down to it.
My whole thing is that I'm not willing to take people and let them convince me that I need to fight to defend my man.
Platform and let them convince you. You can try to convince people that you tough and you this and that.
When have I ever acted like I was tough?
On some real shit. Just speaking on street shit to get you up. I'm telling you that.
I'm just gonna let you know I'm good with the vague threats.
You ain't.
Yes.
You ain't.
Unless you're gonna do something,
you wouldn't be.
I don't want to hear it.
Do you want to fight?
No.
I ain't shut the up.
Then why are you on the
Stop
podcast?
Talking. Stop talking.
You don't get to tell me to shut the up on my podcast.
If I was the last out,
that you were very upset. When I told you you weren't invited on this podcast, you were very upset.
I'm talking to Remo now. Hey, listen.
You're talking to me on my podcast.
Hit him in his mouth. Say I hit him in his mouth. What he gonna do?
What do you think I'm gonna do?
He gonna try to sue. He gonna be one of them soft ass.
How am I gonna sue you when I got way more money than you?
Because you soft.
That's not usually how it works.
Because you soft. So you telling me if I hit you in your mouth, you ain't gonna sue me?
I don't need to sue you.
You ain't answer my question.
Am I going to sue you? Why would I sue somebody that I have way more money than?
If I hit you in your mouth, then what?
I feel like that would really betray the fact that you told Remo that you didn't have a problem with me and really just wanted to talk on the podcast. At the end of the day, it's the principle. I'm telling you something. You need to learn something. So you're scared to get sued now?
You need to learn something from another grown man. You want me to do it?
Sure.
If I hit you,
go crazy. What do you think? What else is he here for? What else is he here for?
Your security gonna come in with his gun?
Why else is he here?
All right, well,
look. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
But hold on.
So stop talking.
If you were really on some tough shit, you wouldn't care about that, right?
Listen,
I don't put myself out here on some tough shit. I never came on here and told I am the best fighter. When have I ever came on the podcast and said, "Oh, I'm the toughest"?
It's the shit you mentioning.
Like
I just told you. I just spoke on my homie.
Your example is basically
like
telling me that even though Wooski dissed me and talked shit to me first, that I shouldn't be able to talk back to him in response.
You did that shit. You throw the rock and you hide your hand.
That's not true.
That's what the fuck you do. You throw the rock and hide your hand.
He threw the rock.
And just like I said, at the end of the day,
all I did was respond. You're trying to tell me that for some reason I can't respond to somebody when he disses me.
Sorry, it's about to. No, no, keep on. It's fine. I just the guy, he's frustrated me.
Okay. I want to get to the part where he actually walks out. Word.
When you're obviously playing it, I don't care how much you do, but I was just guys like that. It's like, dude, shut up. Either throw a punch or don't.
Right.
Quit being shut up.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna throw a punch, let's go.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to fight you, but hey, if you want to throw a punch, go.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna. What do you think? I'm scared of you? Like what are you gonna do?
But a lot of people on the internet really felt like I was behaving like a bitch here because of the fact that I wouldn't go outside and fight him, which to me is like I just feel like I can't just have the standard for fighting me be just because you want to.
By the way. Why do you have to go out and fight him? I wouldn't go out and fight him.
Really?
I mean, if he throws a punch, I mean, yeah, I'll end you right here. But I ain't gonna go. I ain't going outside. What? You got a couple $1 million? Then we ain't fighting.
Right.
Sorry, I back in the day, I was going in, we're going to Baby's club, and Tito's in there, and someone goes, "Hey man, Tito's here. Is everything gonna be okay?" I said, "Hey man, you got a couple $1 million? Then yeah, we're gonna be all right. We're not gonna fight. Right? Sorry. Yeah, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Going outside and fighting for what? What's that proof?
Right.
Like shut up.
I also
stop.
The other thing about it is like, I'm in my place of business. It's a very big liability to get into a fight when you have a firearm on you. So that's like my other big consideration too, is this, that like this, it might seem like it's just gonna be a fight. If someone has a firearm on them, then this could be a totally different thing. Now, I know that he doesn't because we had security that made sure that they didn't. But that being said, that really introduces another element in terms of like how things could go wrong here.
Yeah, and that's a whole other thing. Why is that worth it? Why do you want to? What's your problem?
Yeah, I almost feel like I should show the rest of it.
Listen,
This right here is the security guard who basically, at this point, the security guard has decided that he wants to fight him outside, and I guess he was less open to that. Right. If you want to keep talking tough, because nobody is interested in hearing you talk shit like that.
He want to leave because he's scared.
You gotta do something if you want me to take you serious.
Let's bring it back in a little bit.
Let me talk to you.
For sure.
You're gonna have to be polite if you want to stay on this podcast.
Listen,
can we talk
about this podcast?
Hold on.
Then why'd you beg to come on here?
To be honest, I really wanted to come here and beat your ass.
Yeah, but you're not.
You want to go box? Let's go catch our face.
Man,
again, I don't want to box.
I listen.
Off my word.
Because listen, hold on.
I can have you removed right now. Do you want to go?
I know.
You want to go wait outside?
Listen, but my son, listen to me.
Me and you shot it up, bro. Like, off the strength
I'm
of...
gonna leave out this bitch like a man. That's
cool.
what I'm gonna do.
Right. Or you can sit here and talk like a man.
You got the police in here.
How's it a police?
That ain't gonna move me. It's cool.
I just don't know why you're so convinced that this is a good place for you to talk like you're tough. Right.
I'm not
a boxer. I've made that extremely clear.
Stop talking.
I'm a podcaster. Why the would I stop talking?
Stop talking. That's your problem.
Why would I stop talking when I'm a podcaster?
Most you gonna do is hit the table. Come on, man. You would hit the table. But
all you're doing is sitting here yapping.
Hey, so look, we talked it up. We said that everything was cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
why you coming?
I've seen the text. Yeah, you try to do the old switcheroo. Who want to act tough as soon as I get on the podcast? Oh, I can handle my own business as well. Don't worry.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't handle it by doing boxing matches with cavemen who want to act tough instead of doing a podcast.
Now you racist.
I'm not a boxer.
Now it's racistness coming out.
And now you're going to deploy the race card.
Talking about
race card.
Caveman. What is the racial connotation of caveman? I thought that was kind of bullshit.
You think? Fuck.
All right, this is almost over.
You racist, man.
I'm describing your brain.
You weird.
Not your race.
You weird.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
That's cool. I'll leave. But I'm telling you, you a bitch.
I don't care.
And your ass a handsome guy. Handsome guy.
He keeps calling me a handsome guy. I don't really understand
Don't
that.
touch me though. But listen,
you're going to have to go.
A handsome guy.
You're going to have to go.
I bet you y'all he delete this out. I bet you he delete this out the interview.
You're going to have to go.
You a handsome guy.
Capable of acting like a
handsome guy. Glass up.
You can't act like
handsome guy.
Behave like a grown up.
Handsome shit.
Behave like a grown up.
I think he likes you.
I mean, it might be a Chicago thing. They just call you handsome if they want to get at you. I don't really understand, but yeah.
Well, I think he likes you.
It might have been
a prison thing, maybe.
I don't know. Actually, watching that back, I am kind of proud of how I handled it because I feel like I said what I was supposed to say in terms of making it clear.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna? That's this doesn't make sense.
Because that's my thing is like, if we're having a war of words, how does it make sense that we should settle a war of words by fighting? Like, to me, this is a controlled environment. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't know.
Not at all.
All right. Okay, I got one last one.
People's opting to fighting is just crazy.
Yeah.
There's always someone that opts a little. Hey, you got to be careful, man. There's always someone who's willing to opt higher. No. You know what I mean?
That's true. Okay, and then this final one. This was basically a former host on the channel. Used to do podcasts on here. And wait a minute. And I feel like I might have scrolled past it. Basically, he got into a fight at the club. This is a rapper from around here named AD. And he's right here he's wrestling with a couple of different other security guards. And this guy ends up pulling his shirt off.
World star, motherfucker. I didn't catch World star.
You didn't choke him out, or?
I think one of the guys was attempting to, and a lot was made out of the fact that, this is not the best version of the clip, but he basically, like, when he was on the ground, he actually put his shirt on before he got up, which that's kind of like a joke that people make about fat dudes, is that they basically are always more concerned about fixing their shirt,
covering their shirt,
than actually getting up and assessing the danger in the situation. But I assume you've probably had a lot of situations like this over the years.
Been a long time. Been in a few though.
Right.
Been quite a few, actually.
Yeah. The security ever become your enemy after a late night at the club?
Not really. No, especially not. I was always pretty cool with security. You know, I remember once going to a Slayer concert in Vegas.
Oh, that's sick.
And coming in with all my buddies. And two of them were like Gan McGee, who's 6'10", 300 pounds. My buddy Seth Whittle, he's like 6'4", 285. Both of them just beasts.
Right.
And then like my brother is like 6'4", 300 pounds. And then like we all walked in there. Like security comes up, hey man, you're on our side, right? Yeah, anything you say pops up, yeah, we're good. We're with you guys.
Yeah. I mean,
it was but we were, it was fun.
I feel like at a Slayer show is where you're going to find a lot of like real random meatheads who want to get into it and aren't really equipped.
No, not yeah. Sometimes there was a couple of shows we went to where like we got some big fights where it was it just turned into a fight because we wouldn't let guys pick on little guys. We were like in a pit and I see guys. I remember once I was at a thing with my son. We went to the Vans Warped Tour.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sitting there watching, and this big lurch, probably he's like probably 6'4", about 260 maybe. He's in the pit, hitting guys. He's hitting these kids, and then he punches his kids, probably 15, 16 years old in the back of the head. And just going on. I jump over, pushed him up. Fucking problem? You got a problem? You want to go? Oh, he hit me. He did that. No, he didn't. I've been sitting right here the whole time. Quit being an asshole. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna kick your ass. Everyone's like, hey, you can't do that. You're famous. You can't. You're gonna get in trouble. I said, I'm not gonna watch this guy beat up some kid.
Right.
And what I'm doing, I'm sorry. I'm still gonna have to jump in for this. I mean, I would have been happy to punish this guy for what he was doing. Right. But like, yeah, it's you get into some of those situations. Sometimes you get idiots, but most of the guys in there are pretty cool. And especially when we're going in, we're in a pit, and there's with all my buddies that we used to go with. I mean. And we're not big guys. It's like everyone's like, okay, right. These guys are being cool. We're cool.
So you are open to actually getting in the mosh pit, or was that more when you were younger?
I used to more when I was younger, but it's been a while.
When I see clips of it, there's so many people actually throwing these like extremely hard punches, and I'm just like, I would not want to put myself into a situation where I could get knocked out for no reason. It just seems too risky.
Yes, I mean, for the most part, guys are pretty good, but you guys, we've been in things where guys are getting cheap shotted. Right. I saw one time. This is pretty funny. Where I got this. We were at this show. We were in the general admission area, like because it was up in the grass, way back in the day. But when they're in, these guys are going around the pit, and these guys are just cheap shot around the end of the pit, just cheap shotting guys in the pit, like punching them. And this guy just gets like over it. Like big dude, he runs through and just like crow hops and just clips one of these guys that have been hitting people, knocks him out and just keeps running. Yeah. He's got because there's a group of them. There's a bunch of guys together. So there was about 20, 30 guys chasing after this poor guy. Whoa. But he just knocked him out and just kept running. And went straight through the security. I was dying. It was the funniest.
I mean, there's a lot of different type of mosh pits because sometimes like now in these like hardcore show mosh pits, there's so much like actual swinging and punching versus like a Slayer mosh pit. I feel like is more just dudes like smashing into each other. And
a little more of that.
It's a little bit more of a friendly environment there.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so you just saw the clip, but did you know that you can watch this entire interview right now before it's released to the public, uncensored, by becoming a member for just $5 a month? And there's a lot of other crazy benefits as well. So make sure you hit the link down in the description and sign up. Appreciate y'all.